about Brendan Schaub. This is another thing that happened early in the week, last week. But Coach Schaub was out there manning Tiger Schaub's Little League games. I hear a lot about Tiger Schaub when I find these clips of Fighter and the Kid. I guess he's a baseball phenom. And I didn't realize Brendan was the coach of his team. So this video came out.
Did this happen after the Coach HP interview?
Oh, yeah. What do you mean? Of course.
Yeah. So who inspired Brendan to
Oh, interesting. You think Coach HP said, Brendan, you've got all the skills.
I think he's like a ghostwriter, but for coaches, he's just in the audience yelling at Schaub what to do.
Speaking of people that want to suck Rogan's dick, Coach HP should find this lady.
Oh my God, that would be the end of the show. We couldn't go any further.
Coach HP and El Reeve would be a couple that can't keep their hands off of each other.
Yeah.
You know, I met Joe's table maker.
She's like, oh, really?
Tell me, what kind of tools did he use when he was making that table?
His name was
jackhammer away.
She comes when he says his name's Stephen Christ.
Stephen. All right, yeah. So Brendan was inspired by Coach HP, and he's out there at this Little League game. Craig, can you give us a little play-by-play on this clip of Brendan getting ejected?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but all right. So here comes the pitch. Swing, foul tip, catch by the catcher. So I got to be honest, I don't get this because it was a foul tip. Catcher hung onto it. Strike three. Okay. Yeah. Right. That's it. That's the play.
Is that what the ump called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Schaub's coming in off the right. Oh, it was a different play. He was yelling at him earlier, so it's cutting to a different play.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So this was a play at the plate.
I was going to say, because he was describing like a play at the plate or something.
So it's a play at the plate. Ump calls him out. Schaub is running at the plate right now. Now he's walking. He's yelling. You can't make out his, and he just gets tossed for saying something. A lot of stones on this ump, by the way. This guy was the top 10 heavyweight in the world, and he's like, get the fuck out of here.
I do wonder what Brendan was saying, and we get to hear straight from the horse's mouth. Was that it of that video?
I got to play it on silent now, but he's just like talking to the other refs, like, why am I kicked out?
You can tell Craig's a real baseball fan.
Other umps. So I haven't watched baseball in a while.
Yeah, you were probably at this game.
He is a monster. He's like towering over everyone on this.
So this ump just tosses him, and this clip goes out there. Brendan put it on his Instagram, and then they played it on his show, which makes his take somewhat interesting. But he talks about it in such like a somber tone. Like he talks about it like this is his Zapruder film or something, and he has to explain why. Because this is what Brendan always does. He reacts to the guys at PF Chang's. And listen, Brendan, you're not going to change their minds. Stop thinking that you're going to find the right assembly of words to make them go on the Fighter and the Kid subreddit to make them think, oh, I didn't realize that. Brendan is funny. Like, there's not an argument Brendan's going to make that makes the homeless cats go like, oh, shit, I never thought of it that way, Brendan. My bad. Like, you've lost that battle. Try to have fun with some stuff. So he goes on the Schaub show on Monday or Tuesday or whenever it came out. And he says this about the incident.
Your boy doesn't always get thrown out of Little League games, but when I do, I make it count. No, I never.
I like how he's like,
but hey, that's the right energy. He didn't have a joke, it seems. He's, I think, referencing like an old, what commercial was that? I don't always. Dos Equis. Yeah. So I guess he's referencing that, but had no punchline. So I don't really get it, but he's having a little fun. Good for Brendan so far. We'll see how he turns it.
I can't believe this is a thing. I never.
It isn't.
I don't say
it wasn't.
Coach. I coach.
What did you say?
It wasn't. If you can't believe it's a thing and you don't want to talk about it, don't worry about it. You made your little joke. That's all it had to be. We can all move on, right? It wasn't that big a deal.
Should have been it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I never. I can't believe this is a thing. I never, I don't say much as a coach. I coach the rec league, not the travel ball. That's beyond my pay grade.
That's where Coach HP steps in.
I was going to say, for now.
You're getting there, Brendan.
I coach my son's rec league team, and it's the playoffs. And
oh, well, I didn't realize how high stakes this was. I'm sorry, Brendan.
It's rec league.
Oh, it's rec league 8-year-old playoffs. We didn't realize.
Because I know I'm fucking Shrek out there, so they're very intimidated. Most of them are cool. We've had this before, and he was an issue. He warned he might have thrown out the other manager on the other team in one of our earlier games on the playoffs. He's just a weird dude. He's just a weird dude.
This is immediately. It went from Brendan like having a little self-deprecating fun. Within 15 seconds, it's a witch hunt for the umpire. we're going to expose this asshole umpire. Listen. Every rec league has shitty umps. They get paid $50 a game or whatever it is, and they go about their business. Like, it's not, these are not professionals. It's not their full-time job. Have fun with it or don't. Like, you don't have to talk about it, but if you do, maybe have a little fun with it. Don't actually try to expose the umpire on your podcast.
He's going to dox him.
It's really all this guy's fault that I got ejected.
And then this game had high-level emotions. We start off with 6 runs. Some kid hit legit home run, first one ever. And so there's a lot going on, but he was definitely sided with the other team. The other team was really chummy with him, like buddy. I'm like, this is weird.
He's biased.
Calls. Again, I don't say anything.
He's clearly a fan of the Pelicans. Whatever their silly team name is. What do you think he's on the dole there, Brendan? Do you think they're paying him off?
I think this ump was like the leader of the Crow Cup fan club or something.
I'm not trying to be any sort of factor in the game, or cause any issues. I'm just really there for my.
I don't want to be conspiratorial, but I think this guy was on their payroll.
I don't want to make this about myself, but here I go.
It's very rare. I get along with everybody, the other coaches. I know everybody. Everything's all good. And then my son, he slid into home, clearly safe. The thing that this Full Send MMA edited, you don't see the full play, but he's not only
like that's what Brendan really wants at the end of the day. Is a video showing that his son was safe. Brendan,
I need
listen to yourself.
You're
You're mad that Full Send MMA didn't tweet good enough video of the Little League play? Like, what are you doing, Brendan?
Wouldn't you be, though?
Here's what they don't want you to know. Is that he actually was safe. Who gives a shit, Brendan? Brendan, do you think anyone is they're talking about it because it's you and like they have fun making fun of you? But take honor in that, honestly, that you have this audience that likes talking about you. For better or worse, there are people that are obsessed with you, as the Opster would say. So like take that for what it is. But he's always trying to like win them over. He's like, what you guys don't know is he was safe. That's the thing we're all forgetting here. Who gives a shit?
I want Schaub to come on the next one and be like, they're obsessed with my internet show.
So I'm walking around Harlem.
The catcher doesn't even tag him. So it's not even a questionable call. It's clearly, night and day. Even the other team was like, dude, that's bad. I'm like, yeah. So I go, come on, dude.
I like this fantasy that Brendan is living in. That the other team goes, Mr. Schaub, we'd like to forfeit our run.
There's the UFC doctor, Mr. Schaub.
we learn all these years later that's just Brendan's impression of everybody.
Yeah.
It's just like the one voice he can do. It's not him being racist.
Yeah, it's been all game. That's a garbage call. He goes, what? That's personal. You made it personal. You're out. I'm like, whoa. I went, are you serious? You can see me talking. I go, you serious, dude, for that? Oh, come on, dude. That's soft shit. And then that's when he freaked out. So I don't know what's going on there.
Because you're cursing in a Little League game.
It's a bullshit call.
All I said was he's garbage, and that's bullshit. And for some reason, I got tossed out of this children's baseball game.
He swore at a game where the entire audience would be like, "Oh, oh."
Definitely affected the game.
I just told you, a fucking retard. What's the big deal?
It's a big play. Like that was like, and it's the playoffs. It's double elimination, and I was more embarrassed than anything. I'm like, oh no, like come on, dude, like what are you doing? So then I walked away, and then the parents were arguing, dude. They make mistakes. It's all good. It's rec. It's all good. I get it. It's the playoffs, so there's a little more emotion. That means a little more. It's double elimination, so thank God this didn't ruin it for everybody.
Thank God.
So the parents are
thank God. If there's a God, I hope this is what he's focused on.
My son's little league game.
Whether or not the mini Dodgers win this year's little league fucking World Series.
Dude, it's safe. Like you've been doing this all game. The vibe with the other coaches is my issue. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, are they getting beers after this? Are they fucking jacking each other up? What's going on here? The vibe was way too friendly.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. First of all, he's accusing them all of being gay, but the story has already changed. Remember a moment ago, the opposing coach went up to Brendan hat in hand and said, "Mr. Schaub, what's happening just isn't right out there. This umpire is a disgrace to Northern Los Angeles Little League. This can't be tolerated anymore." But now, moments later, they're high-fiving and grabbing each other's asses and treating themselves like they're El Reeve and Tim Dillon.
It's gotta be tough though, going nose to nose with this guy.
I would think so. But here's the thing, they all are. They're celebrating. They're like, "Fuck you, Schaub! You little bitch! We tagged your pussy boy out."
The other coach came to him and was like, "That was a right call." And I shook his hand. I'm like, well, in the middle of the game, like this is.
Can you go back? Can you go way back to when Brendan said the thing about the opposing coach?
I hope I went back far enough.
Even the other team was like, "Dude, that's bad." I'm like, "Yeah."
Hey,
I went back.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Well, let me hear that again. Maybe we're misinterpreting.
Tag him. So it's not even a questionable call. It's clearly, night and day. Even the other team was like, "Dude, that's bad." I'm like, "Yeah." So I go, "Come on."
Okay.
That's very interesting. Okay, so the other team is like, "Brendan, we're with you, buddy. That's bullshit."
Dude,
what happened over the course of minutes to get them to change?
Gotta be fair. It's been all game. Like, that's a garbage call. He goes, "What? That's personal. You made it personal. You're out." I'm like, "Whoa." I went, "Are you serious?" You can see me talking. I go, "You serious, dude, for that? Oh, come on, dude. That's soft shit." And then that's when he freaked out. So I don't know what's going on there. Definitely affected the game. And that was a big play. Like that was like, and
it affected the game because my genius was no longer allowed.
The Buck Showalter of Los Angeles Little League.
It's the playoffs. It's double elimination. And
Brendan's like Joe Madden. He invented the shift.
Worse than anything. I'm like, oh no, like come on, dude, like what are you doing? So then I walked away, and then the parents were arguing, dude. They make mistakes. It's all good. It's rec. It's all good. I get it. It's the playoffs, so there's a little more emotion. That means a little more. It's double elimination, so thank God this didn't ruin it for everybody. But so the parents are like, "Dude, it's safe. Like you've been doing this all game." The vibe with the other coaches is my issue. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, are they getting beers after this? Are they fucking jacking each other up? What's going on here? The vibe was way too friendly.
That's so interesting. Right. That's so interesting that initially they were like, "Brendan, I can't believe this scumbag made that call. Listen, we're going to give you all our runs because that was such bullshit." And then when they walk back over to their dugout, they're cranking each other's pricks. Yes.
They're licking the ump's like cup.
Paul like shook his hand. I'm like, well, in the middle of the game, like this is all weird. So I'm annoyed as shit.
The other coach is Matan Evan. They said the other coach is Matan Evan. One of his wacky bits.
That would actually be hilarious if he was coaching Little League.
I got thrown out, which drives me nuts. And then he starts threatening the parents. One more word, and I'm calling the game. It's the fourth.
I'm going to show up at your house.
The ump's just an alcoholic.
I'm going to kick the shit out of you. What are these threats?
Which he can't do. He's like threatening the parents. He tried to.
Oh, really? Is that in the rule book? The umps aren't allowed to threaten the parents? That's smart. I'm glad they thought of that.
I'm glad it's probably like on page 1.
Now, I don't know what sort of leagues you've umpired in the past, but just beware. We're one of those leagues. Don't roll your eyes. We're one of those leagues that you're not allowed to threaten the parents. I know. That's why you get into umpiring. It's a lot of fun to threaten the parents. But, everyone's gotten so PC these days.
You get out here. And
we're not allowed to tell the parents we're going to bury them under the infield if they say it was a ball or a strike.
This home plate is going to be covered in dirt or your blood.
Oh, can we not do that anymore?
She's like, what? So dude's just on a power trip. Weird dude. All the baseball dads know. Weird dude. You know what I'm talking about. It's one of those guys on a power trip. So it's one of those weird things. So I just watched the game. We lost.
I will say it probably did make him feel a little bit of power to throw this gigantic meathead out.
I know.
to really have the power of Brendan not being able to do anything and just fucking toss him from the game. That probably is a little exciting.
Yeah.
We play again Wednesday. It's double elimination. It is what it is. I can't believe this is a thing. Whatever parent from whether it's the other team or our team or whoever cousin sent this to these outlets, you're a piece of shit, dude.
I want them dead.
Honestly, it looked like a fixed camera like the league possibly has to watch for incidents such as this one. That's what
it probably was. And there's probably some homeless cat working at this little league. I don't think it goes that deep, Brendan. I don't think it's a conspiracy. Just someone who knows who you are. Like, oh, this is funny. Brendan Schaub got thrown out of a little league game. I don't think they were looking to bury your name. This isn't a story that was going to ruin your life. Like, who gives a shit? Honestly, if you're a comedian, it should be a story you would tell even if the video didn't happen.
Right.
Just be like, oh, this is I got kicked out of my son's little league game the other day.
But man, what are you doing? This isn't a thing. Any dad, talk to any dad whose kids played rec or travel ball or got through baseball, and they manage or they coach a team. This happens all the time.
He goes to a lot of little league games. None of his kids, though. It's weird. He never shows up for those.
I've also never heard a little league coach refer to themselves as the team manager.
Brendan's wearing the baseball pants.
Yeah. This last portion, it's what I remember is worth this whole clip.
Well, right. Well, this is really what it's all about here. Is that Brendan goes a little far in his analysis of the situation.
Travel ball got through baseball, and they manage or they coach a team. This happens all the time, man. This shouldn't be news. This isn't anything. And if your dad managed your team and did get thrown out, he don't give a fuck about you or the game.
If your dad isn't making a scene at little league games, he doesn't care about you.
If he's not embarrassing you in front of all your friends.
If he doesn't go on a podcast and talk about how the opposing coaches are jerking each other's cocks, then he doesn't love you. I'm sorry.
I like how he's like, yeah, Tiger was upset that I got thrown out, and he was like, I can't believe they got that call wrong. It's probably like, my dad's embarrassing the fuck out of me, right?
Oh, God, shut up, Dad. I'm fine. It's fine. I was out. I'm sorry. I'm fine.
I was out by 3 steps. That was the end of it.
All right. Yeah, no, I like that Brendan, he's like, listen, this shouldn't be a thing. So what I want is to get the name and address of the person who leaked the video. And I want all of you to know that if you don't behave exactly like me, you don't care about your children. So it's good to address something that's not a thing in such intense fashion.
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.